Hello. What angst? This is a playlist for one of my characters. Ironically enough, it's a playlist for my like pastel goth character. My girly pop Lancer character. I like making like things that are just like, you know, counterintuitive to what you think a character would listen to. Love to look. Thanks. I realized that the brown of my shirt matches the brown of my hair. But I had already sat down to stream, so I was like, what the fuck ever, man. What's up, Matt? How's it going? I'm all hair. I mean, I was all hair before, but now I'm really all hair. I'm like, Cousin It. Embrace the Wookiee. Brown period. Just me when I, like, shit myself. Brown period. How's it going, guys? How's everyone doing today? Oh, nice. What new show are you doing? Embrace the Wookiee. I found my gummies. Oh. Hell yeah. Hey, thanks for the follow. I have several things that I kind of want to noodle around on today. So I wanted to draw some more of my hiya. I wanted to draw some more of my Lancer character, but I also want to do a little scene that's probably going to turn into a big scene of my VTM character. Trying to survive until Friday. Well, you're almost there, buddy. We're almost there. And then we have the one shot on Saturday. Playing Poobah and Gilbert and Sullivan's. Oh, nice. In June, that's fun. So my party and I, my coterie and I were discussing doing like an RP thread of our characters playing, like our VTM characters playing D&D, like as though like someone is putting on like a D&D campaign for our characters to play in, like as though they're sitting around a table playing D&D. And then we got onto the subject of how our characters would interact in that situation. And my character, Sin, would definitely cheat and like do anything she could to win because she views any challenge as a situation that she has to win. And then we have another character, Marisol, who is very like by the book, definitely would be like a rules lawyer and be like, actually, Sin, you can't do that. Rules is written says that you're not allowed to do that. And so I've had that like scene stuck in my head for a while now. Only winners at D&D are the DM. Aw, thank you. I haven't played D&D in a while. Besides my Monday night game, I haven't played in a lot of games lately. I've mostly been doing little community one-shots. So we do a community one-shot once a month. And this month we're doing Mothership. So we've got a little community one-shot going on Saturday. We're doing Cretaceous Moon, which is this little, what are you doing? Which is this little module for Mothership, which is a lot of fun. It's a very cool system. I spent some time the other day. Do not do it. Do not. I said no. Back off. Cat, dude. No. He's trying to crawl behind my monitors. Yeah, turn your little ass. No. I'm not stinky. I showered last night. No. Don't paw at me either. Get an orange cat, they said. It'd be fun, they said. He's a little butthole sometimes, dude. But Mothership is a really cool system. I spent some time the other day, like going through and making a like a little cheat sheet, which actually gave me a lot of insight into like the rules better, because the last time I had gone over the rules was a couple of months ago for a table flip. segment. So actually like going through and like making a cheat sheet for all of the rules for both myself and the players was actually very beneficial. Like super beneficial. He's a little bit of a nuisance. I love him to death. He's my little baby, but I want to put him in a dumpster sometimes. Vampires playing tabletop games is a one-way ticket. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Still not sure how the rules work. I think I got it. I think I'm comfortable enough to like run the one shot. And if not, I'll just lie to you guys. So Oatmeal's a good boy until he goes behind my monitors and fucks everything up. All right, I'm just gonna noodle a little bit. I had like a scene where like they were like at the table and like yelling at each other. I think that would be really funny. I don't know if like a horizontal orientation would be better. There's an in. What's the in-game reason, Mike? Roll some dice, see where it goes. And I'm still not done yet, but I have been writing little narrative bits for the one shot on Saturday because I can't make anything easy for myself. You know, I can't make anything at all easy for myself. I have to make things much more difficult for myself. And so I've been writing little like narrative bits. What's up, Vlad? I've been writing little narrative bits to like go, so like to narrate to you guys to really set the scene and the tone and everything. I get the plus 10 and plus 15 skill mods and the base skill. And sometimes you roll 1d100 and sometimes you roll a d20. So the d20 is a very specific roll. You roll basically a d100 for any sort of skill or stat check. And don't you roll 2d6 sometimes? No, the 2d6... Yes, you do roll a 2d6. Sometimes you have to roll a d66. Hi, Cleacha. So many of the tabletop games in World of Darkness are made in an in-game company called Black Dog, which is a subsidiary of Pentex, which teaches young kids how to kill and destroy supernaturals. At the same time, it corrupts. What the fuck, dog? That's crazy. Wait, we'll put in a little bit of themselves in there. Or am I thinking of something else? No, I think you're thinking of the right thing. So it's like a d66. Sometimes you have to roll like on a d66 table. But for the most part, all of like your skill and stat checks are going to be done through a d100. 3H pencils are perfect for scale. I love a 3H. I love a 4H too. Sometimes I go crazy and get like an 8H, and that's hard as fuck. Oh, some Fs. Yeah, the Fs are really hard. Showing Cheryl you're she didn't know I was an artist? Yeah, I feel like most people kind of don't. I think that's like a thing. Like people are like, oh my god, you do art. Well, I also forget that I'm an artist. So
Huh? Oh, hey, you again.
ah, Justice! 3 months, man. What's up with you? I feel like Marisol will have like a lot of books in front of her. There's a little Capri Sun packet of blood. You have to have beverages and stuff for D&D, obviously. It would end up a little Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Let's make a mouse for my D&D campaign, and now I need to chill a bit. How are things there? Pretty good. He's like, I swear he's got his witching hours where he's just like a little jerk sometimes. I imagine that Hank is eating popcorn. But not really, because you can't really eat popcorn. I'm gonna say he's eating popcorn. I think Hank has ears. I think we've established that. Who's making popcorn? I want popcorn. I love popcorn. I'm gonna have popcorn. I was gonna have popcorn for movie night the other night, and then I was like, wow, I'm full. And if I made popcorn right now, I would just be eating to eat. And that's real. The good thing about my VTM group is that there are 2 other artists in the group. So having references for the other people's characters is readily available to me. Chips are what kind of chips is the question. I got art back today for ooh, that's exciting. Only a few chips that are not good, and one of those are the. Oh, I love salt and vinegar, dude. That's like my shit. No problem. Sithy, I know that feel. Nah, I'm fucking listen. I love salt. Anything like it makes my mouth hurt, but I'm like low key into that. You know, I'm low key like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. This is our Nosferatu. This is Marisol. This is our Tsubichi. Faith. Good night, Matt. I have Tostitos and bean dip. I might go get some. Well, I like Tostitos and like some like nacho cheese. Salsa con queso. So VTM is not a good game for a one shot. I think it is. It can be. I think that VTM could be a good system for like a one shot. I think it depends on like the one shot. But yeah, I think that it totally could be a good game for like a one shot to do. %. There are dedicated one shot books. Yeah, I think like most systems, I think that for the most part, a lot of systems, you're going to get more out of the game itself if you run like a mini series or like an actual campaign, just like in terms of story and stuff. But I think that like there's no reason that you can't run like a one shot for most systems. At least to like dip your toes into things, you know? This is our one of our gang girls, Hank. What's up, Lumi? My 2 cents is that for one shots, I'd always reach for dedicated one shot games. Yeah, I think that there are so my whole perspective of like doing like one shots, especially what I love doing is when I am playing a system that I am not really super familiar with, especially when I'm the one DMing that system. I love reaching for like pre-built modules for that system, like Mothership. I'm running a Cretaceous Moon for Mothership um as a one shot on Saturday. I've never run Mothership before. I've never even played Mothership before. So I think that like pre-built like modules and one shots are really good for in that capacity for that mechanic of like having that resource of please teach me both A how to run a game and B how to play the game. Curse of Strahd might be a bit hard to make as a one shot a little bit. Is it possible to run a futuristic VTM game? I'm not sure if it would lend itself to that. I'm pretty sure Icar and Ink, I'm pretty sure you have like sort of like a cyberpunky VTM game, no? This is Glory. They are our Setite. Mixing VTM and Cyberpunk Red in the year 2075. Yeah. Always great for one shots, and there are a ton of pamphlets games that are just precious. Yeah, I like running little I've run a couple of like little games that are like meant to be one shots. Um I think that for the most part, I think that like you can run like anything though as a one shot. It's really dependent. I think if you want that little bit of taste for um a game, like I think like a game like 10 Candles, that's definitely one that you could basically only really run as a one shot due to how it is built mechanically. But I think that a lot of other systems, the good thing about TTRPGs is it is what you make it. So if you want to make it into like a long campaign and have a really like drawn out story, you can do that. Or if you want to do something that's a one shot just to, you know, get the taste of a system. Currently recording this about ooh. I've seen like your promos and stuff on like threads for that. That looks really good. Used to run pamphlet games back in D&D 3. We are back recording season 2 for the Anarchs and Cameroon in the summer. How to do some recasting games due to lifestyle. Oh yeah, that's fair. The big bad of TTRPGs, scheduling. Whatever like it's called, Bloodstone. It is meant for only one shot. It's a quick hunt inspired by Bloodborne. Ran it for a Bloodborne. Ooh, that's interesting. I know there's like an official. Is it there? There is an official Dark Souls TTRPG, correct? But I've heard it's not great. I want like Marisol to look a little bit more like pointedly. One of them is kind of shit from what I heard, and N is a 5e hack. Ugh. Get away from me with the 5e hacks. The other only released in Japanese. I've heard like the TTRPG like scene in Japan is like kind of crazy. And this is our other gangrel, Regis. Third Dark Souls Monopoly. Yep. While in Japan, their most popular is called Call of Cthulhu, and that can't fit in my mind. Nah. I've not played Call of Cthulhu either. I'd like to learn to play. That might be one to mark because I have called. Listen. I've got so many TTRPGs. It's a little crazy. I have it. I have Call of Cthulhu. I just have not played in it or played a game of it yet. Which edition? I believe it's 7th edition. Reach. I started the process of cataloging all of the TTRPGs that I have, both physical and digital. I've gotten to like I've gotten up to 100 so far. I have cataloged, and I'm maybe an eighth of the way done. So this is like all of the TTRPGs that I've gotten from like Humble Bundles, itch bundles, things like that. Ones I've just outright bought. Um, so I'm like creating like a little Excel spreadsheet for myself, and I feel like that's gonna help me eventually run some games because like I have an idea for types of games that I want to run, and it's just a matter of me remembering what game it is and like if I have the game on hand. Playing and collecting are different hobbies. True. My favorite long-running actual play of any TTRPG is a call. Oh, really? Which one is that, Creature? Scheduling is the devil. Honestly, need to run some dates by you at some point for ideas. Ooh, let me know, man. I'm down. One about classic Disney. Broken Tales. I have not been able to play it or run it yet. I'm hoping maybe in the future to be able to do so. Right now, I have been I think the next game that I want to do like a stream of, I think I'm gonna run Alien Destroyer of Worlds because I've had that like in my mind to play that for a while. So I want to do Alien Destroyer of Worlds, but I think that I'm going to wait until Joel and I move upstairs because I want to have like my own dedicated office and space, and I don't want to have to worry about we're supposed to be moving within like the next couple of weeks. So I don't want to start a game and then have to like postpone it for a week or two as I get settled and move everything. So I think probably after that, so maybe like May or June, we might look at actually finally getting back into doing some games on the channel. The Art of Broken. It was so good, dude. I love the art. I don't have the book on hand. I think I put it upstairs, but Mask of Narlathep? Yeah. Narlatohep. Whatever. No more oatmeal interruptions. That's what I said. So Joel was like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to have your own office so you can like lock like oatmeal and Maisie out." And I was like, "And you?" And he was like, "Whoa." Broken Tales coming out, and I was thinking of getting up but never got around. So I've never heard of it. It was actually in my local game store. Um, I think that it can be a really cool fucking game. So it's definitely more about storytelling and more about RP and improv. There's definitely like a pretty heavy um stressor on the game being more about like your characters and what they do and things like that, which is great. It seems very rules light. But the art for the book is beautiful. They have a bunch of different what is it? Like little, I guess little kind of like story starting points, jumping off points in the game. Oh, thanks, Justice. Like her. Yeah, the art for the book is beautiful, very well designed. The rules seem pretty easy to comprehend. It is rules light. If you ever need a player. I mean, I'm not running one that is the complete opposite of Broken Tales, at least in presentation, but oh, Perils and Princesses. I have that one too. I have the new supplement that came out. It's over on my table. That's another one I haven't gotten the chance to actually run yet. Yes, Sweet Revenge. I like how my friend Rosie draws like the pointed ears. It looks very satisfying. I'm gonna try to like replicate it. I'm not Stimky, you fucking bitch. You're gonna get my rage for that fucking woman I encountered today, Ab. It's pretty much Mouse Ritter with another coat of paint, but it is so fun. That's another one. I haven't played any Mouse Ritter either. I feel like I think about, I'm like, oh yeah, I've played so many different TTRPGs, and then I like people talk about games they've played, and I'm like, maybe I haven't. Should have moved out of the way. I'll beat your ass, Ab. Only have I feel that so. I always like apologize when I'm like running games because I'm like, hey guys, I'm really sorry. I got a lot of like rule systems in my head. You never play that many unless you're always jumping from one to another. Yeah. I feel like you could like do like a lot of like You could do a lot of like one shots and stuff, but I feel like sometimes one shots just aren't satisfying. And I feel like a lot of the games that I've found like the most satisfaction in have been like miniseries, like games that are usually like 4 to like 8 episodes long. No, that was correct. I feel there are too much of a rush. Yeah, I feel like there's like there you can't like if you want to have like a satisfying like character arc for people and like a good story, like you generally want to like have something that's like I want to say 4 to 8 episodes long. I feel like that's like the sweet spot, depending on like the system, the story you want to tell, and everything. Like you could do it in 4 episodes. I feel like sometimes maybe a little bit more would be better. Never longer than 8 sessions. Yep. So I feel like doing games that, and this is like I ran my long campaign All We've Lost. When I ran that, I think that I like that was too long. So I think we did I think most of the seasons, like we did 5 arcs, so 5 seasons, and each of the seasons were like between 4 to 6 episodes each. And I was like, I think that I could have condensed that. Maybe 10 due to RP. I think if there's like a, like a game where like you have like really good RP going on, that's like a reason where I would be like, yeah, we're gonna extend this a little bit. Oh, my gay little glove on, guys. Oh my god. Like, woo. Gay little glove. And one shots become 3 shots. Run a weekly game for a year, 2 different times, so probably 40 games. 12 players, Sithy? You a masochist? Yeah, so you take all these guys out and now we move on. Yeah, I'm not like, if a combat goes on for like more than like 3 rounds, I'm like, snooze. Get me the fuck out of there, dude. Let me leave. Back when I had the fortitude for it. I like that Marisol. Sithy, what the fuck? My wife is not happy. I don't have the endurance for that. Yeah, like 3 hours into a game, I'm like, ugh. Can I start wrapping this up, guys? Yeah, Mike, me and you, man. I'm like, okay, I gotta be hitting the old dusty trail, guys. I was 25 at the time. Me at 32, just knocking on death's door, dude. Unless everyone is locked in and being tactical, I think it's very rapidly becomes too much and drags things down. Yeah. I agree. Unless like everyone's like super into things and they want to like narrate out like what they're doing and everything like that. I feel like just being like, okay, here we are, round 7. Does a 19 hit? It does. Great. 12 points of damage. And that's my turn. What is numb and brains are? Yeah. Don't get me started. I sneezed the other day. Could move for an hour. Like, let me just need a rest here for a second. That Marisol has. I've drawn so many years in my life and I still don't know how to like draw yours. With fast but still meaningful combat with less world. Tell us about your game. What's the theme? What's the genre? What's the setting? I love some games. We're also, so normally on Thursdays, I am working on a Mass Effect TTRPG. We've been working on the Mass Effect TTRPG for a little bit now, a couple of months. It's using the Year Zero engine as a basis, but yeah, that's what we've been usually are working on. But I need a little break from that this week. Better results. Better pizza. Papa John's. I don't like it touching my heavy RP narrative games. Yeah, definitely. I think there's a good, you know, like if I want like a crunchy game, I don't know, I'll play Pathfinder or something. Did a session of V20 where the combat was a solid 2 hours. Okay, here's my I don't like version 5 of I don't like Vampire 5th edition. That's my hot take. I fucking hate 5th edition Vampire. I think that the character creation is convoluted and stupid. I don't particularly like the combat system. I don't really like the changes they've made to like the clans and stuff. We have fights about this in our vampire server for our vampire game. That's why I play Kill Team. 50 combat, 50 role playing. I like a good like 10% combat, 90% role play. Extreme hot take. Few games in the works, most for game jams, but my white whale is the one I'm talking about. I've written and rewritten it so many times. It has an identity crisis. That's so valid. That is so valid, dude. Are you part of the TTRPG collective on Discord? If you're not, you should join the TTRPG collective on Discord because we got a lot of game jams going on. We got a lot of talk about like the industry and game dev stuff. Never played VTM, only played the first Bloodlines video game. I've been told I have to play that as well. It'll bang into any edition. I personally think 5th edition is better from an AP standpoint as it's quicker, though there aren't many changes to the plans, to be fair. They will die. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like I've made a couple of characters for like both editions. And I honestly think like the character creation for 5th edition is just like you know, eh. The touchstone stuff. Yeah. That I think some of the stuff is just really convoluted. I can't name anything off the top of my head right now, but I remember just like going through like the character creation for it and being like, why is this like this? Why is it set up like this? Let me give her a little puffball earrings. Very 90s. Banging music tonight? Yeah, you like it? Fantasy game focused on exploration of land where the major gods are either dead or lost. Hey, Justice, thank you so much for the gift subs, man. You crazy. Thanks. Classless 2d20 roll under system with degrees of success in a magic system where you can customize your own spells. Ooh. Okay. Aw, good night, man. Thanks for hanging. This is probably a bikini top that Sin's just like wearing around. It's on hold. Now I'll work on a solo RPG about road trip using tarot cards for game. I love a little tarot card game. He spoiled y'all with revise. So I actually play. So this VTM game is also it's kind of like a little homebrewed V20. Um, so I think that like I just tend to like it more. I tend to like it more. I like it a little bit better. To be fair, like with like Bleak's VTM games, like it's more focused on the RP, so like mechanics really barely come into play a lot of the times. Tell me more about for our VTM game. So this is whoa, relax. My storyteller Jay uses like some modified versions, modified rule sets for V20, but it's mostly V20 based. Takes place in 1995, San Francisco, and it's kind of his like world of darkness. Like it's his version of the world of darkness. Um, so things are a little bit different versus like canon world of darkness, like in the books. What is canon? I know, right? This is Gojira. It's the one that they played for like the Olympics, the song they played during the Olympics. With some resource management, I'll be working on it on stream starting next week, actually. Oh, nice! I'll have to stop by. I'm always interested in seeing people because I feel like when I work on stuff on stream, I'm kind of just like scattered and yapping. I'm just like yapping, yap central over here. But yeah, I like seeing other people's like work processes and stuff like that. I need to put them in paper once and for all. That hype train is crazy. I think that's funny. I like that. Bonk. I'll just talk and wait an hour passed and I did nothing. Oh yeah, I do that shit all the fucking time. As you can tell, like normally when I'm drawing like by myself, I am fucking honed in. Or like when I'm working on stuff like just by myself, I'll be a little typing machine or a little drawing machine. But if you get me to start yapping, there's no end to it. It's Yap Central here. Yap City, bitch. Yap, Yap City, bitch. That's me. Oh my god, my Gatorade. Wish my husband would come home. I'm a yapaholic. Fluent in Japanese. Dr. Yap. Wish you all a good yap sesh. I said, oh, good night. 1 a.m. Oh, Portugal. Well, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Oh, relax. Like, I always forget that, like, you are, across the pond as well. You keep odd hours. I never sleep and seem to be everywhere. Yeah. It's really like interesting drawing like characters that are not mine. I very rarely draw characters that are not my own. Any ideas for Shadow Dark one shot? I'm not sure yet. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to look up some resources. If you have a one shot that you want me to run, feel free to send it over. Saying that you might be amenable to a custom built one shot RPG? Yes. I think that I would be. Happy with whatever. I'll look whatever. I'll look up some one shots and stuff, or maybe I'll just make something and I'll send you guys through a pit of hell. You know? Mini Z Shadow Darko. Never play. It's fun. It's like D&D light, essentially. And more deadly. It's one of those games where it's like you really have to it's I feel like Shadow Dark for the most part, it's like you want to really think about the encounters that you as a party, as a player, are getting into, because they are usually, one, more deadly, and two, you can usually find a way out of it without resorting to combat. By Big Mommy. I got you, Sithy. I can make all your dreams come true. I'm enamored with the idea of having a TTR. I think that like a TTRPG lab is really cool. .5e mixed with OS. Yeah. I have another Gatorade, guys. The other one was from like yesterday. This one's from today. Right, H20. What's that? What is that? What are you talking about? H2O? H20? What are you talking about? Tell me more. Or of an RPG quickly to assess its suitability. Yeah, there you go. Talking in corporate again, Queecha. But no, I like that too. I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing, like with like the community one shots, trying out all of like the different systems. I feel like that's like low key, like more casual TTRPG lab. Getting character for Saturday. I'm so pumped for Saturday. I'm just like so excited. I'm like, because I keep writing stuff and I'm like, damn, this is really good. I'm a writer. I forget every time. I forget I'm a writer. I forget I'm an artist. I'm like, oh shit, I can do those things. That's crazy. Whoa. I forget to. Oh, I do that all the. When I used to, so I was a fine arts major, so like I took a lot of like painting classes. So I would just be painting, and I'd forget to breathe. And then I would just go in the middle of class. So that's embarrassing. I stop breathing in my sleep sometimes. Well, that's an actual like, it's an actual medical issue, Sithy. It's Cheryl. She has to come on. I feel like I've had like the conversation with Joel where I'm like, if I die, just like let everyone know. Just tell people, please. I hope you guys like watch Jurassic Park like in honor of me or something like that. So that will go forever. We're gonna try to make the news when I kick it. Like, in a good or a bad way, creature. Yeah, in honor of me, please make sure you skip breakfast. Thank you. That's, you know, I just want everyone to not have a well-rounded meal. That's fair enough, dude. I almost made the news today. You want to hear about my fucking day? Ad's already heard about it. So I was pissed. I'm gonna get pissed all over again. So I had to go out into the real world today. I had to pick up some prescriptions. I was gonna go get Joel he needed some shampoo and stuff, so I went to go get him shampoo. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go put some gas in my car because Joel's taking my car tomorrow. I was like, let me be nice. I want to wind myself up. Let me be nice and go put some gas in my car for Joel. So I go and I pull into the gas station, and they're like, all of the pumps are basically full. Like the people are at every pump. There's a couple of pumps that are like out of order, so like there's no one there. So I'm like waiting. I'm like waiting. Boo doo 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 doo. I'm like, whatever. I don't really care. I don't have anything going on. Like if I have to wait like a couple of minutes for a pump to open, whatever. So a pump opens. I go and I pull in. And as I'm like doing like my credit card, my information and everything to pay, this guy comes over to me and he's like, and he asked me in Spanish if I speak Spanish. And I'm like, oh no, I don't. And he's like, a little bit. I was like, not really. I'm so sorry. Like, lo siento, I'm so sorry. So I start pumping my gas, and this guy, he comes back over and he's got like a thing like translated on his phone. And basically he was like, he's like, me and my wife are trying to make it. It's like a town an hour away from me. We ran out of gas. We don't have money. Is there any way you could help? And I was like, okay, 1 second, 1 minute. Just give me a minute to finish pumping. I was just like, un momento, please. And he's like, okay. So as I'm finishing pumping my gas, someone pulls in behind me and is waiting for my pump. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I didn't even fill up my tank. I think I put like $35 into my tank. So it literally, I was like there for like maybe 3 minutes pumping gas, like not even. So I go, I pull out, I had like $20 on me, like actual like cash on me. I go over and I hand it to the guy. If it was a scam, it was a scam. I'm out $20. It's not that big of a deal. But if it wasn't a scam and he actually needed help, I helped him out. And as I'm walking back to my car, I'm literally like reaching out for the handle of my car at this point. The lady that was waiting behind me gets out of her car and starts yelling at me that I need to move. It's the only diesel pump and her car only takes diesel and I need to get out of the way. What? I'm immediately fucking irate. I start yelling at her. I'm like, you stupid fucking cunt, get the fuck back in your car. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? She gets back in her car, muttering to her fucking self. First of all, she's driving a fucking Subaru. What kind of fucking Subaru only takes diesel? Second of all, there's a gas station across the street, bitch. Go fucking there if you need diesel so badly. So I'm like, you pissed me off. I have time today. I went and I sat in my car for 5 minutes at the pump. I'm just sitting there. I'm like futzing with stuff in my car. I don't care. What are you gonna do to me? She's like this old fucking white woman that's like fucking like 5 foot. What are you gonna do to me? So I'm sitting there and I'm like looking in like my rearview mirror. It's been like 4 minutes and I see her get out of her car again. And I'm like, oh, she comes to the window. She's going to be in for a really fucking horrible time. She instead goes and she like opens her gas tank, which was on the wrong side of the car. It was like on the opposite side of the car. And she goes to go see if like the nozzle, the gas nozzle for the diesel will reach over to her car, which is like parked like 10, 15 feet away at this point. And I watch as she grabs it and she goes and she's like yanking on it. And then I decide to pull away. You stupid fucking bitch. And I'm like yelling out my fucking window too. I'm calling her a stupid fucking cunt. Hope she has the fucking day she deserves. Like, she's gonna speak with your man. Like, I was so fucking irate, dude. I was so fucking pissed. Funny if she had disconnected. Wouldn't that have been funny? She probably did. But I was so fucking like, first I'm like, you know what? I'm doing like a good deed in my heart. Like, gave this guy 20 bucks. Felt really bad. Like, you know, if it was a scam, it was a scam. Whatever. It's only $20. I'm not that fucking pressed about it. They're gonna go buy drugs or do whatever. That's fine. I'm like walking back to my car. I'm literally like about to get into my car. Like, she sees me about to get into my car and she decides to make a fucking comment. She decides to get in a fucking huff about what, me being at the pump for 3 minutes? You're not that fucking important, you stupid fucking bitch. Get out of my fucking face. Anytime an American calls another one a cunt, that's my favorite fucking word. I love calling other women cunts. Cause I know it cuts deep. It's pretty easy to go throughout the day without being, it is. Like, all she had to do was like literally just wait another like 30 seconds, not even, for me to get in my car, start my car, and drive off. Instead, she had to make a comment, so then she waited another 5 minutes. Sorry. I didn't realize they pulled away like that until I saw a guy drive off. It's still attached. Cheryl won't use the C word, even in anger. I feel like you gotta respect, like, if your wife says, don't use that word, I don't like that word, you gotta respect it, you know? It's just a word we use on the daily. Yeah, I feel like I don't mind. Like, I'm like, whatever. Like, especially if I hear you have an accent. If I'm like, oh, you're from like Australia or like Europe, I'm like, you're fine. If I hear like a white man with a southern accent use the word, I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. This takes a little bit of a turn here. Oh no, I hard teed that bitch. I hard teed that cunt. My mom's the same way though. My mom, especially my grandmother too, she does not like that word. I said that word once in front of her and she like almost started crying. Like, she was so upset with me. Anyway, that's my story of the day. I was like irate. I sent like Joel like a voice message, like a voice message on Discord, like just like fucking like, I was like shaking. I was so fucking pissed. My ex chased me with a knife. Well, she sounds like a crazy bitch. Oh, you gotta be careful with that word, Mike. Fortunately, I was still young and fast. Sometimes I find myself like making the face. My axe, yeah. Sometimes I don't know if anyone, like, there's any other artist in here who, like, when you're drawing something and like you feel yourself like making the expression that you're drawing, and then you're like, wow, I look like a fucking idiot. Noodlin and doodlin at the same time. Diabolical. I know that's what I'm about here, Claude. How you doing? How was Comic Con? Absolutely diabolical. At the same time? Low turnout for the indie TTRPGs, but I had a bad time slot. Spent ton. Ooh, man, I love art. Like that's like the whole reason I ever went to like New York City Comic Con was I used to go and just hang out in Artist Alley. Medea's Homecoming. Yeah, that Tyler Perry movie. I feel like some of like the bigger conventions here, especially like Comic Con and probably like PAX West, there was like a pretty heavy like TTRPG like section and stuff, but I feel like it wasn't as big as I thought it was gonna be. I saw him. The Kelly Clarkson show I went to. Was he on the Kelly Clarkson show? Got a couple of quick commissions and got some nice. Yeah, I usually ended up so when I used to go to New York Comic Con, um I knew a lot of the artists because we were like mutuals and stuff on Twitter. So I would like go and like chill and like hang out with them. Like talk to them and like actually see them in person. It was nice. I feel like I'm a little too disconnected from like art Twitter and like the art community now that I don't really think that I would feel comfortable going up and being like, hello, we're mutuals. Is a waste because it was very Baldur's Gate. That's so weird. You can't say motherfucker as fast as her. Out of my fucking face, Ronnie Radke. Really dislike that. I like listen. I'll listen to some Escape the Fate and like nostalgic shit. His new stuff though, I'm like, all right, which was not ideal for acoustics. Oh, they didn't plan that out very well then. Faith a little bit bigger. She's a long Goyle. Happen to me. I know this is probably not the demographic for it, but has anyone read the new Hunger Games book? I spent the morning sobbing, if anyone wants to know. I've had a whirlwind of a day. Yeah, the new one. I don't know how to read. Mortal, we gotta get you hooked on phonics, buddy. Get you a little hooked on phonics. We'll get you going. Don't worry. We'll get you there. Get you audio. Take it. Yeah, I was like heartbroken, sobbing, like literally the last like 3 chapters of the book. I would read like a paragraph. Hey. I would read a paragraph, go, oh God, and then just continue reading. And that was basically like me the last like 30 minutes reading the book. Very emotional. I'm sending Suzanne Collins my therapy bill. So it's good. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Not super spoiler heavy, but like just like the parallels between Haymitch and Katniss, just like it just hit me. It just made me cry. Should watch the film Possession next. Oh no, what's that? What's that creature? It's actually made me, I want to go back and like watch and read and watch actually all of like the Hunger Games books again. Jesus, what more didn't they win? Oh, oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Oh, and like just like all of like the little callbacks and stuff, like things that just like made sense because now you're getting like Haymitch's like going through Haymitch within his games. Oh, I've only seen Battle Royale, which I heard, yeah, same sort of concept. They put a bunch of kids into an arena and make them fight to the death. Yeah. If you wish to continue, okay. I guess we'll go to Possession next and just continue this train of self-hatred. But yeah, it was really good. Very relevant to the times as well in terms of like not feeding the propaganda machine and very much making like, hey, propaganda is around you. And like Suzanne Collins even put like 4 very distinct quotes relating to like propaganda and things like that. So she's always sort of said that she was never going to write another Hunger Games book unless like she had something to say, and she clearly had something to say given the political climate. So I do better when it was the Running Man. His fighting to death is peak entertainment, clearly. Feeling a bit peckish, eh, Games? I was watching like, so now like because I read the book, obviously the chip in my brain knows that I read the book, so I've just been getting like TikToks all about the Hunger Games. And like someone was like, you know, just like after reading through Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the new book, and then like going back and like rereading through a couple of the other books, and like the final like line, like the final paragraph of Mockingjay, the last book, just like hits so much different, where it's like there are worse games to play, because it's Katniss talking about how she's coping and like where she would go and like kind of think of good things, like good things that people have done in their lives, and she talks about, you know, I play this little game where I think about, you know, all of the good things that people have done in their lives, and then the final line is there are worse games you can play, and that just like fucking Everyone out here betraying their respective demographics. Class consciousness, bro. It's just not all there. Lord Jesus Christ. It's so because he tells like this. Gladiatorial pits of Rome was peak. I'm gonna have him drinking a juicy box. You'll be drinking a juicy box. That feels very Hank. A juice box of blood, obviously. Where's my husband? I don't know why my I don't know why my sound is on my phone. That's unusual. Chasing down a Subaru. Upgraded. Usually they only shut the fuck up. Sometimes I put my phone under my mic and when it vibrates, it picks it up. Okay, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. Get the lip-sided ears. Have upsided ears. What you say? Agree to disagree. What's up, Harley? Wow, what did I just come in on? I'm getting called out by ad in chat, which is not surprising. Worry about bringing more awareness to Hungry Games due to oligarchs misunderstanding dystopian novel. Yeah, like you it's like the whole thing where like you can't force media literacy upon people who are in such cognitive dissonance that they think that they're the underdogs, you know, when they're not. It's hard to deal with that. Damaru. Oh, Claude, I think you missed my rant about some bitch at the gas station driving a Subaru before. Do these also run on diesel? Truly. I got in like a minor altercation with a woman at the gas station today because she was mad because I took 3 minutes at the gas pump because her Subaru only took diesel. That's what I said, Cynthia. I was like, wouldn't that be funny if she's like just absolutely decimating her fucking engine? My New York did come out. I got real colorful with the insults. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not a confrontational person. But then things like that happen, and I'm like, oh no, I am. I am a little bit of a confrontational person. Yeah, you sent me pictures of home, and I was like, oh, I was reminded. Hey, I'm pumping here. Stop that. People fill up gasoline with diesel before and then realize it after the fact. Yeah, even like they have it like where it's like color coded, where like the green is the diesel and everything. Like you know that like, and sometimes even I'll be like, let me just make sure. I'm like double checking that I'm clicking regular. I had a diesel car before. It was fun watching everyone watch me fill my car. I was expecting my car to blow up or something. You want to see a magic trick, kids? Pouring one out for the Subaru bitch tonight. Yeah, I'm a nerd until someone lights my feet. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I'm like a pretty docile person most of the time. I let a lot of things slide. But man, I don't know what it was. That fucking pissed me off. Just pissed me off, man. Did you order cookie? I did. I did order a cookie. That was me, Moriel. It was me at the gas station, but not with the fire because I'm very aware of safety at gas stations. We don't like fires at gas stations. But I did. I ordered cookies, guys. If you want really good cookies, order Schmackery's cookies. I just ordered some Schmackery's cookies. It's my favorite cookie place ever, and I miss it. And then I realized that they ship nationally. Life changing. I ordered some cookies. I ordered a matcha cookie too. That's going to be very exciting for me. I feel a little manic today. So I had gone to the gas station, right? And like, so there was a couple of pumps that were out of order because they had like the red thing on like the nozzle, like the actual pump itself. So a couple of the pumps were out of order. So I was actually waiting like for like 5 minutes. I was like waiting behind a truck to move. Which I was like, no big deal. There was a couple of other people that were waiting as well. And then one of the pumps opened and I just went right to the first pump that opened. And I was at the pump all of maybe 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. I didn't even fill my tank up. I put like 30 bucks in my tank and that was it. And she had like pulled in behind me, like waiting for my particular pump because it was the diesel pump, like maybe, and was waiting there for maybe 2 minutes. Like I wasn't like, I can understand because like I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee. If I wanted to fill that bitch up, because I was running on E, it would take me like 10 minutes of standing there to fucking put like $100 worth of gas in my car. You can still punch someone today. Joel comes in, I just fucking rear back and just fucking clock him right in the face. I was very confrontational, poke the bear kind of douche as a youth, so I've mellowed out so far. I feel like I've gotten worse in my old age. $20 for cookies? So they're pretty big cookies. They're like this big. They're like that big. Lemon Oreo waffle cake? What is this? What are you saying to me? Punch him in the face and body. Full of J. And a buggy rundown for good measure. Charging elbow into a curb stop. Oreo waffles from oh. Lodge, you bring up a very good point. I think I want some Oreo waffles from Happy Lemon. Beat him about the head and neck. Whoa, how do shoulders work? Whoa, that's crazy. I don't know how shoulders work. There we go. Anyway, that was my day. We started it crying over the new Hunger Games book, sobbing, shitting, pissing, crying, heaving. And then we midday almost got into a fight with a Slavic bitch at the gas station. They love you. Shoulders can be any shape with enough. Saw a post on the Discord of waffle cone nachos with ice cream. It's delicious. Shoulder, I hardly know her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How do arms work? No, she was old. She was like 5 foot fucking tall. I don't give a fuck. If you're old and you want to talk shit, I will punch an old person in the face. Okay? I've got no qualms about that. I don't like my grandmother, okay? I see an old person, I'm filled with rage. Immediately. Of creatine, you can blow up just about anything. Trollish? Yeah. Rage, infinite. Qualms, none. Zilch, zero. Zip, nada. I feel like Hank's got like a kind of oversized plaid shirt on. This is the 90s. We got a plaid. Grungy. I like to tape you my new one-page TTRPG on your channel. It's called Lady Puncher. Absolutely, I fucking would. I usually bully old people to get past them at the supermarket. Aren't you the old person? Therapy needed. Bitch, I've cried 3 times today because of a book. I will literally demolish you. And what pissed me off is I did like a good deed. Some dude came up to me. They were like, they didn't speak English. And I was like trying to help him out. Because I don't speak Spanish. And I messaged Jay after and I was like, I feel like I failed you. I couldn't speak Spanish to this dude. And he was like, oh, this guy, like, he had like a little translator thing. He was like, hey, me and my wife ran out, and his wife was like sitting in the car. We was like, we ran out of money and we need to get like an hour away to get home. And like, I don't care if it was a scam, but I gave the guy like $20, trying to be a good person, trying to do a good deed. And this fucking bitch shows up with a fucking attitude because she had to wait for 2 minutes. Ugh. I'm fine. Ask her Aquarius mirror. I've scented her. Fucking know what she smells like now. You're being a dummy, I'll call you a dummy. I don't care how old or young you are. Family doesn't save you either. True. I'm fine. I'm over it. We're moving past this. Joel's gonna come home and I'm gonna like get reared and ready again because I know that he's gonna like bring it up. Must be hard moving coffins out of the way of the supermarket. I give Hank some like little hair flippies that kind of look like ears. With that specific super rich mothballs and diesel. That's what she smells like. I guarantee it. As soon as Joel opens the door, you fly past her doing a hurricane kick. You're fine. You're over it. We are not moving past it. I'm just like, I was like in a, like literally, like I was shaking. I was so mad. I was just so fucking pissed. Like I was pissed that like a woman had the audacity to speak to me like that. Fuck you. Know your place, trash. It's just become so alpha. There's no such thing as an alpha male, Mike. Have a woman like look at me wrong and I just become a misogynist, you know? Yes, alpha. You dare? Don't kill yourself. Back to the fucking kitchen, bitch. How about that? When I saw a message, yeah, I literally texted Ad. I was like, I fucking hate people. You talking to me, Prod? Oh man. And like I don't leave my house. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't leave my house. I feel like without fail, anytime I leave my fucking house, something like fucking happens. Either like someone almost like runs into me in their car. I had to deal with fucking rude ass people. Don't you start either. Yeah, you better check yourself, you little orange fuck. Hi, do you want? Come here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Mom's just a little angry right now. Hi. Hello. Little baby. Say hello to everyone. I think that's for the protection of the old people, honestly. It's a police order. Gotten those texts from my wife when someone crosses her in traffic. Like without fail, like someone will like run a fucking stop sign, almost plow into me. The calming cat. No, he's actually not the calming cat. He's the please get the fuck away from my monitors, you little mongoloid. He's the, you see the camera start to teeter and you know he's behind my monitors and there's nothing I can do about it. It's too late. He's the tech support. And like he's like the reverse tech support. He causes the problems. He seems like he is a really sweet boy when he's not on one. Like sometimes he'll come and he'll just like cuddle and he'll want like to sit in my lap. The other day when I was playing Stardew, he was just like sitting on my desk just watching me play Stardew. It was very cute. And then other times he's scurrying like a little rat behind my monitors. Just got a cashew rat doing his best. He's operating on half capacity. Everyone else is. Fun accident involving that dude ran a red light when everyone started going the other way. Like, oh, a second late. I'd be oh my god. I hate that. Like, Especially when it's like, so there's a lot of four-way stops around where I live, and it's just like common sense. Like, you arrive at the stop sign, you go. The second person arrives, they go. Like, it's just common sense how it works. Without fail, these motherfuckers just don't understand the concept of like taking your turn. Something that they should have taught you in like kindergarten. Tech saboteur. Husband texted me back yet. Me when Joel's not here. When are you coming home? Even though I'm streaming, I'm just like, what are you? Your presence comforts me. When are you coming home? Just because some people decide. Yeah, it's like people always in a hurry, and they always think that they're the most important person to exist. Of Regis. So I kind of want to have room up top. Yeah. One way or another, humanity will learn. Probably the hard way. God knows we're fucking stupid and ignorant. That's not how fingers look. That's better. Got like a scar, I think, on this side. I also feel bad. So this character's name is Regis, and my character's a little shit and kept insisting that he was named after Regis Philbin. Um, so James, if you're out there, I'm sorry, my character's a little asshole. I just Cheryl's going to regret it later. About to be a self-heating bed. Oh, poor Cheryl. Someone warn her. Someone warn her. We go out there and shut the whole thing down. You a victim, dude? Squatters' rights, man. Say that I bring the Geneva Convention in these parts. Shit everywhere. So do humans. True. I really don't want to draw like a D20 to be honest. I'll probably end up doing it if I make this like an actual illustration, but what's up, Jetman? It's going. They made a nest in the bottom of it, and you can look in and watch the babies through our glass door. That's so fun. I mean, besides the fact you probably couldn't open your front door, but I kind of like this. I kind of like it a lot. The easiest dice are ah, the D4 and the D6. I felt bad. Did they have like a? Oh yeah, they do get really aggressive. That's devastating. Little blood bag. I've been coming back for close to 2 decades. Whoa. That's a long time. That's their house. Okay. I think it was a good spot to leave off on. Saw a chubby raptor on my neighbor's roof. I think it's been eating. Chubby raptor? What are you talking about, City? Creature. Actual raptor? Kept up the areas where they like to put their nest so it's at an angle and they can't get a good footing. Aw. The poor, they're just looking for a home! Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Oh, it's a bird of prey. Wait. Marisol's got stretched ears. Hot tour. Anyway, I think this is good for now. This is my little coterie. This is my coterie. We do stuff and things and stuff sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. What do we got going up?
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
It is time to stop. And so we shall. What we got coming up the rest of the week? Tomorrow we'll be off. I think I'll be on playing some Stardew tomorrow. If you guys want to come play Stardew with me, it's not going to be streamed. We'll just probably be fucking around. Did you decide on dinner? That's an excellent question that I will definitely answer at the end of stream. Crab rangoons. No. The stereo separation audio was great. You're welcome. So we'll be off tomorrow, but I will be in the Discord probably playing some Stardew, some doing it up. Saturday I will be live with some Mass Effect. We'll be playing some cheeky little Mass Effect 2. And then Saturday night is the Cretaceous Moon one shot. So that's your little community one shot. I'm very excited about that. Joel, stop that. And then Sunday we will be playing some Stardew on stream. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Yep. Unrequited relationship with Pam continues. Hey, listen. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Also, hi, add my side piece. I don't want to know what's going on with my husband and our friends. I think that's probably not my business. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go show this to my friends, and I hope they like it. And if they don't like it, I'll probably cry. If they do like it, I'll be very happy. Goodbye.